Welcome back, everybody, to another episode on the single-player world where things happen sometimes. Hope you're having a super good day today. I'm having a super good day. What in the heck? Give me a villager, please. This thing is so janky. I'm really excited to get working on the villager project in the next series. Very excited for the update and all of the things. As of recording this, it just dropped today on the Bedrock editions, the first phase or whatever. Very exciting. People are starting to play it in a real version, and I'm very excited to get it on the console editions of the game. What is this dude? A cartographer I do not want. I have plenty of you. I feel like the cartographers always give you the same map, and I don't know how to get a new map from them. Like, I've went through like 6 or 8 cartographers, and they all give me the exact same map, which is, I think it's this one. Yeah, they all give me this one with the temple right there. I'm not actually sure which map this is. But anyway, they all give me the same one, which is kind of lame. But anyway, I want to get this farmer. Let's try and save this guy from his lava fate. Let's break this just in case. I feel like it's going to go backwards. Anyway, we're going to try and get this guy over to the farm thing that we did in the last episode. Because I kind of had a fail moment. I kind of failed doing that. And so we're going to try and reinvent it today and change things up. Hopefully we're going to make it work. Oh my gosh, words. Stumbling all over myself today. Welcome back. So anyway, I want to test this guy out real quick. I've just saved the game, so if this doesn't work, I don't want to waste all my seeds. But I want to try and, toss all these seeds to this guy and see if he can pick them all up. Because I'm not sure... Let's see, that was 4. If babies can pick up food. Excuse me, because if they do, this is not going to work for us. This little breeder here is not going to work. So we got to make sure to count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I think that's all he can take. Okay. So hopefully if we send him one more, he's not going to pick it up. Okay, maybe it's 8. One more, now he's not going to pick it up. Okay, there we go. So that means that he's completely full of seeds, which means he can work for a wheat farm. Perfect. Cool, so let's move this guy over to our area, and hopefully this is going to work out for us. Dang it! What the heck? And the boat disappeared. And now we have a villager ghosted. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Why is there a parrot over here? Wow. So I figured out the glitch, I guess. What happens is if you reload the game and the villager is in a boat, you don't got a villager anymore. Amazing. Just yet another villager glitch. It's ridiculous. So that guy had a stack of potatoes, obviously, which I did not realize. That is the problem with taking guys from this villager farm over here, is because there's active food being thrown around and stuff. It's not good. So we're going to go over to the end dimension, see if we can figure that out, see if there's a farmer over there. But what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to have to wait a little while, do some AFKing at one of the villager breeders, try and snag one of them before he gets food in his inventory. This other one is safe, by the way. It does not get food in the inventory. So let's go over there. Let's try and get another guy. Okay. Here in the end dimension. I don't think there's any farmers over here, but I was just going to check real quick. And if we got to do some AFKing, we're probably going to work on something else in the meantime. Yep, no guys in here. Okay, so this is definitely the better breeder just because they don't have the ability to get food. The babies squirt out of there super quick, and so they're not able to collect any food or anything like that, which is pretty cool. And then I think down here we've also got hoppers to prevent the food, if it does go down in the water stream, from getting picked up. Yeah, you can see it down there. So if the food goes off to the side or something, it still gets picked up by a hopper, so it doesn't go down the line and then go over to where the babies are hanging out. Anyway, so we got some... What are these guys? Cartographers? Yeah, so let's move on for a minute. Go do something else, and I'm going to do some AFKing in the meantime. Get another farmer villager, and I'll BRB. What? Did we really just get that lucky? I was just like setting myself up. I was going to grab a couple pieces of glass and pillar out and get ready to AFK for a little while and do a little time lapse of waiting for the villagers. And I think we just got a farmer. Is that a farmer? It almost looks like a blacksmith, but I can't really tell because of all the water. I think it's a farmer. Yeah, it looks like it. Well, that's pretty sweet. All we gotta do is wait for him to grow up now. Amazing. Alright, we're here in the main base in the old wheat farm. And this thing has stopped working. You see we got some minecarts down there that we're picking stuff up. And I think that might have been the culprit. Here is the wheat farm. This used to produce amazingly. I got a bunch of good comments in the last episode. People were illuminating me to some things I forgot about. And I think that one of those things might be the culprit here. I'm pretty sure that like when the hoppers go by, there's a chance they're just going to pick all the seeds up and stuff before the guy can collect it. So I think that he ran out of inventory and then he filled up with wheat. I'm pretty sure. So I think that might be a huge problem with our farm that we built. We'll have to see what's going on though. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. We might have to do something different with the collection instead of just putting hoppers underneath. Anyway, I don't know why this guy's not doing his thing, but I'm assuming that that's the problem. Because even if we break stuff, I mean, he's not taking anything. Let's see if we can throw him some wheat and let's see if he collects it. Just to confirm that, like, he is collecting wheat, which is a problem. You know, I do still use these farms occasionally, actually. I've got, like, a number of different food farms, but this one is actually just, like, kind of a useful one in one particular way. And what you can do is you can come in here. So say you just need like a couple stacks of the drop or whatever. Just come in here and break some of this and collect it all. And if you try and, you know, be smart about it and like give him back like a reasonable amount of potatoes, then he'll plant them back for you, which is pretty cool. Where'd he go? Over here in the corner. Yeah, so maybe let's just give him like 25. He's gonna collect those. So this used to work. I don't know if this is gonna work still. Yeah, there he goes. So this is how I've been using these farms in the past. This is why it doesn't have a minecart on this layer. It's just because I would come in here, I would break some, you know, we got a stack of potatoes, threw back some, and he's going to replant them. So it's just like kind of semi-automated. I don't know. That was just what I did when I found out that these farms didn't work. I had to try and get around the problem. My gosh, that took forever. Okay, we got a guy. Let's head over to the areas. And I think we're going to be good. You just got to make sure we don't mess this up again. And waste all of our seeds again. Because we're going to have to go AFK to Flower Farm or something. Alright, all of the glitches known to science. This is super frustrating too. Because you can see that there's a guy in here. I can't break the boat. I don't know how to get in there and break the boat. I have no idea what to do about that one. Alright, so I got to make sure I'm doing this right. Let's get the second controller plugged in. Make sure this guy doesn't disappear, and I'll BRB. Actually, I don't think it matters, but I'm going to do it just in case. Okay, well, it looks like the villagers are actually coming out at the same place that the ender pearls do, which is cool, because they used to not do that. They used to come out in random places and stuff, but they seem to have fixed that at some point. So anyway, let's go get our dude, and I think that it's going to be as easy as what we did last time. I'm just going to do the same thing as what we did last episode. So I'm going to get him over there, and I will BRB. Where'd you go? There he is. Alright, well there's a couple of different reasons why I'm doing this, and one of them is just because I wanted to figure out how to do it in survival mode. I know this has been like a huge thing on console edition, trying to figure out how to get these to work, so this is just kind of a fun thing to try and figure out. But the other reason is just because it's going to be easy to like get food when we're over here. We don't have to go anywhere else. If we run out of it in our ender chest supply, we have another place to get it. So it's basically the only reason. It's just for fun and just slight convenience on our part a little bit. Really had to go over there? These freaking guys sometimes. He's looking. He is observing. He can see it. These guys are so dumb. Okay. Try and get him in there. And I've just saved, so if this messes up for some reason, it's going to be okay. And at the moment, we have no collection at all. But you can see I've redesigned this place quite a bit. So we've got bone meal in the top from this direction, and it's going to filter down into all these hoppers. And what I've done, actually, I'm going to show you this real quick, is I filled these up with other items that do not stack, so you can only get one stack per hopper, just to save on everything. And then down here we got pumpkins, and what I wanted to try is to see if these pumpkins get put onto the villager. Because I know that you can do that with like armor and stuff. We have a guy with Frostwalker enchanted boots, So I think that the pumpkins are going to do basically the exact same thing, which kind of sucks. But it doesn't really matter. Like, maybe once he gets one pumpkin on his head, it won't be able to give him another one. Yeah, that'll probably happen. Anyway, let's turn this on. See how it works. All right, so it's growing this stuff fairly quickly, not very quickly on that side. All right, a little bit of redstone discrepancy. It's the same thing. It's got an observer clock. And yeah, it's just going to work like that. You can see it doing its thing. It's growing it. Cool. Well, that's cool. So now all we got to do is collect this wheat. But the problem, let's turn this off because it's super loud. That's pretty cool. It's working. So the problem, though, is that we don't want to pick everything up so quickly that he's not getting his seeds back in time. So there's one or two ideas, basically, and that's all I can think of, is maybe we can use this kind of deal to launch the minecart, you know what I mean? So every once in a while when this updates, like every, I don't know how many minutes it's going to take, but it should update every time the daylight changes, you know, every time the signal gets stronger or whatever, or weaker, it should update this observer, right? We might have, you know what we might have to do? We might have to do it into one piece of redstone with an observer like that. We might have to do it like that in order for it to detect the change in the redstone instead of directly from the sensor itself. I'm sure we could do it either way, but I'm going to try it like this. And let's just see if we can every once in a while like get a redstone pulse from this. Because that would do it perfectly if this is going to work out. But I do not know if it is going to. Okay. Okay. It works. It works. Wow, that is pretty cool. That is a humongous advancement in collection systems of all kinds in the world. That is super cool. Alright, well, let's see if we can patch this up real quick and give this a proper test job. And I'll BRB. Alright, well, same thing, just a slightly different orientation, so we can have it collect into a chest on the wall. This is how I've been doing minecart collections most of the time, is just always sitting on a hopper, and it'll go every once in a while, and then come back and sit back on the hopper. Instead of doing some fancy like thing where it's always running and it detects when it's got items, because that is super difficult on the console if you were not aware. Alright, new plan. I'm adding some more randomization stuff. And so we've got the regular one that's going to happen regularly, right? At least is the plan. And then we're going to have these ones are going to be randomized. So randomly, as these try to grow, then they should send updates in the same way, which is going to power the thing. So it should happen more often now. Alright, well, 10 or 12 minutes or something like that later, and it's been working out great. I changed a couple things. I swapped the hoppers around so we could have this pillar a little bit better. And yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Like how it's open. I really like how the grass combines with this texture and this texture. I think that looks pretty cool with stone brick. I really like all of that together. Anyway, yeah, we got some good drops. And then it was making me realize that actually what's super cool about this is that we get a lot of seeds. I had this thing over here for taming parrots. You need seeds to tame parrots, and so I was doing it like this before, which is a pretty good way to do it. It's probably a little bit faster, but this is automatic, so it'll generate tons and tons of seeds so we can tame more parrots, which is cool. And also we have wheat, so we can tame like llamas and stuff like that in this area as well. I like it. There we go. It's kind of difficult. Pushed him out as we jumped up. Alright, so we got a villager out here. I actually want to use this guy for something, so we got to make sure to keep him alive through this mob catastrophe. So before I figure out where to put him, I'm just going to encase him in glass. The god dang parrots, man. It's kind of difficult to work with. Yeah, stand right on that pillar. Do that. That's cool. No? Alright, keep him safe, just for now. Alright, this thing has been running for a while, and it's working out. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It works pretty decently. It takes a minute for him to get going, and obviously it takes a while to grow the crops because there's pumpkins in there. We could just take those out if it really mattered, but it doesn't matter because you can't break it as fast as it's growing it. So it really doesn't matter. We're just saving on bone meal. It's not like we don't have to fill up 9 stacks in one of the dispensers to fill up the next dispenser. We can only, we only have to put 1 in there, which is cool. Anyway, let's turn this off because the noise is ridiculous. I don't know how long this has been on for, but it's producing, pretty nicely. It's just all we need it to do. It's also weird how the drops get lined up like this. I'm pretty sure you get like the exact same amount every single time, which is cool because what's going on is you get like basically 2 seeds for every time you break a piece of wheat, right? And he picks one of them up and the thing picks up the other one. I think that's how that's going on. That would make sense for it to be like this kind of orientation. Anyway, like 1 of each kind every time. So anyway, I dug out this little area over here. I want to build something up real quick, see if we can figure this out. Let's go into creative mode so we can make it happen a little quicker because I'm on a time crunch. And I'll BRB. Let's see if we can fit something else in here. Words. Alright, good old creative world with the wall builders and all the crazy stuff. So let's just find a little nice little spot off in the corner. Let's get some things out. I think I'm going to go with dirt. And you'll probably be able to guess what I'm doing already, but let's grab some sugarcane and a water bucket and some glass. And let's just see if we can throw this together real quick. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. It feels like this is just going to be super obvious how this goes together. But let's see if we can try and figure out something relatively compact. I want it to be 1 wide and tileable. I think that'd be cool. I've never really tried to do anything like that. I always try to build stuff custom for the areas, but I don't ever really try to build something that's like totally 1 wide. So let's try and do that up real quick. Let's see if we can figure it out. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. If you were not aware, you can actually grow freaking sugarcane now with bone meal from a dispenser. That's not a dispenser. Words and buttons. Oh man, let's place it there. And that'll be able to grow our sugarcane. Cool. And I don't know if we want the water there. Maybe we can put the water somewhere else. I think that's okay. So let's figure out our clock mechanism. And just for reference, let's put this 3 tall because that's how high we want to grow it. I want to try and get it to 2 tall when we harvest it. So let's think about this. How are we going to harvest it is the next question. Because if we've got glass here, you know what we might want to do is actually put glass here instead. Because sometimes what will happen is when the piston pushes it, it'll glitch through the piston or whatever. So if there's a space for it to go into, like over there, I think that'll work out a little bit better. Let's see if we can... Yeah, it still does weird stuff like that. See that? Well, maybe it'll be fine to just have the blocks right there. Let's try that out again and see what happens to the drops. Try to observe it. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work because there's no translocation anymore. Okay, let's try and build this up real quick. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'll BRB. Dang! Okay, so we've got that activating, right? Which could just hit the pistons and push it over or whatever. But check this out. Bone mealing it doesn't activate it. I think that's a glitch. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to happen, but that's not detecting it when it grows. Ah, that sucks. Well, okay, well that's getting me thinking, because check this out. So I didn't think about this at first, but what's happening, let's break both of these blocks. I was thinking that it was going to take 2 pieces of bone meal, like 1, 2. That doesn't make sense at all, because check it out. It does it every single time on the first click. Every single time on the first click. So what that means is we could have it click and then break, and then click and then break, and then click and then break, like over and over and over again. It would be really easy to do that. So let's try and figure that out real quick. This is so ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that this is way too fast. I think what I'm probably gonna have to do, let's redesign this. I'm almost confident. I'm very confident that's not gonna work for us. Let's try to give us some more room. Let's put the observer clock down here. So let's see, we want a piston, like, we can put it right there actually. Stick that into position. Observer. Observer. Alright, so that's the clock now. So what we want to do is just delay. There we go. That looks way better. And the thing and the block. Let's see, we could probably put that here. Oh, look at that. The water is going to be messed up. Oh, that looks way better. Okay. So let's see. What if we did some redstone blocks somewhere along the line to power our dispenser? Can we just do it like right there? So it grows it. I don't think it's going to get the very top piston though. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, we just figured it out. That was super cool. I mean, it's a super simple farm, but check that out. We don't have to break the top block. Totally forgot. Wow, that's a really cool little farm. I'm super happy with that. Check this out. Let's just get a look at it. It's like all compact. It's 1 wide tileable. Or it's not tileable, but it is one wide. Man, so this would be really nice if we could activate the sugarcane from a different area. Like if this dispenser could hit the block like that and grow the sugarcane, that would be pretty awesome. But it doesn't work. It works with grass, but not with sugarcane. So that would be able to compact this quite a bit, but I can't really figure out any way to fill this up. Okay, so I had the quick little idea. You could keep this one wide tileable and fill it up like this. Just open it, break it, fill it up, place it, buttons, close it. But that's really lame, and you can only do 9 stacks at once. So I'm just going to stick a thing in the side, do a hopper and a chest, and when we do this in the single player world, we'll just make sure to put this in like a better area. God dang it, I always do that. I always replace the two things I'm getting at the same time. God dang it. Alright, so hopper and a chest, and we're good to go. There you go. So it's one wide tileable except for the filling up station chest deal. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a big, it's 1 to 1, or it's 2 to 1. You get 2 sugarcane for 1 bone meal, which is cool. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I've been looking at this thing like, why are sugarcane not just flying everywhere like they usually do? That was the first piece. Second piece, okay, so it does happen. I was like, why is that not happening? Okay, slight little redesign. We don't need this block, actually. I'm going to take that block out and that block out, just so we can see all the components a little better. So yeah, slight redesign. I opened this space up a little bit, so stuff can't be item elevated through the blocks and whatever by being pushed into a block or by being pushed up into a block or whatever. So that prevents all of that from happening, and you can see I got 2 mine carts down here. Move the chest around a little bit. That way we can have a different block right there. And it's kind of cool because it almost looks like the sugarcane is grown on the concrete from this angle, which is the angle we're going to be seeing it from, which is slightly down below like this. So pretty cool. Okay. I swear I am going crazy here. This guy keeps making creeper sounds. I hate it. He's making a witch noise too, and it sounds like the Dukes of Hazzard theme song. It's like the first 3 notes of the Dukes of Hazzard theme. Like, oh, this is making me laugh. It's like very, very close. Okay, I'm gonna build this up real quick because he just saw me do it, and I will BRB hopefully with a functional sugarcane farm. All right. Well, I just grabbed 1 piece of sugarcane, which we're gonna start the whole thing off with, and yeah, I got it all done. Can we sleep yet? Oh my gosh, there's so many monsters here. It's like a really bad idea to have this place totally dark, but I'm trying to work with it because I just want it to be dark. I just don't want it to be all lit up like normal. Okay, well that's a pretty cool little addition to the farm, and it's producing, like you can see. Let's turn this on. Pretty cool. I like how that looks. It's just kind of like hidden up in there. I could have lowered this down, but I'm not too worried about it. I just think it's kind of like funky looking and unique, kind of just a cool addition to the place. All right, and it gives it, you know, a pretty good return. Not the best for bone meal. I put the bone meal chest over here, up in the top, as you can see. It's filtering into there, and it just didn't make sense to put it over here. I had the, you know, I realized after though, I could put a chest on the left and a chest on the right, like right up here in the corner, and the one on the right goes into there, and the one on the left goes into there. That'd probably be the better way to do it, but I like it as it is for now. So I'm just gonna let this run for just a little bit and see if we can stock up on some of this. You know, it's funny, I feel like this is just for decoration more than anything, like the sugarcane. If you think about it, we've got mushrooms, which are good for decoration and good for smelting things, which is good for decorating, like making cracked bricks over here in the Furni with the mushroom blocks. Oh, look at that, I got some terracotta. Yeah, and we got vines for, again, making mossy variants and for just general decoration purposes. And we got the 2 tall farm here for just getting more ferns and stuff. So it's kind of a theme we've got in the area. Like, it's like our decoration base, you know? It's like the place where we go to get all of the materials to make our Mayan temple, the stone build, and anything outside. So basically, I kind of want to just continue the theme. I want to just keep making certain things like this. Maybe throw a couple of dye farms, like a cocoa bean farm, since we're in the jungle. A couple random things like that, nothing too fancy. But I just really like the idea of having like that be the purpose of this base. Because, I mean, if you think about it, that's what we do in this area. And that's the only reason why we're over here, is to decorate, basically, and to make custom biomes and stuff. So it would make sense to have all of that centrally located. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with the decoration base progress. I think that's a cool little addition to the area. A couple little nano farms and stuff. It's nothing fancy, I just like, you know, adding a couple little things here and there like that. I think it was fun. If you got any other ideas for what to do with this place other than just freaking finish it, let me know. I just got to work on this, man. I got to finish the temple. I got to add some more stuff everywhere and kind of round this place out and get it looking a little better, because at the moment it just looks like a giant mess. So anyway, if you like videos, then you should probably hit all of the buttons on all of the videos. And if you'd like to see another video, well, you can see it right here. You've already seen that video? Well, I tell you what, you can see another video right here. Is that not interesting to you? Well, you know what? I can't always please everyone all the time. So just hit a button and email yourself and the bells and the notify it, and bye-bye.